Welcome back. This is the second video against pandemic. The layers of defense. Find the clusters and lock them. This is layers of defense part 2. Today we will talk about external layers of defense. This is our main frame for layers of defense. Here we will see central unit of defense. Here internal layers of defense. And today we will talk about external layers of defense. First, let's draw a line which will divide our each layer into two components. The abstract component of the external layers and the concrete component of external defense layers. The abstract component will give us a context and the concrete component will be our content, the real world, our practical world. Now let's make it a bit clearer that each component has many elements, but for now we will have a look only at some of them. We pick up only two elements for abstract component. Number one element is authenticity, which strengthen and tell us about human power and innovative values, and trust building, the real undoubtable trust, and this is the most foundational one. Second element of the abstract component is accuracy, means zero error when it comes to conceptualizing and systemizing the process, and this is the second most important element after human values. It means if we don't consider human first, our model won't work, and it also means if we don't consider accuracy, our model won't work. And when it comes to the balancing, human values should be considered at first place. Now let's have a very quick look at some elements of the concrete component. Number one is harmony, means acceptance and togetherness. This element gives us the power and strength to accept each other as a human, even if we have flaws or differences, so that all human beings could work together happily and successfully. It also gives us the power to trust each other in a relevant matter. And second element of concrete component is effectiveness. It means we take practical and effective actions under an accurate system which is based on principles and laws for the values and health of all sorts of human beings, regardless of their color, race, ethnicity, religion, political alignment, or any other status. And we take these actions together by accepting each other in peaceful way so that the outcome could bring happiness and success for all sort of people. This harmony element is also foundational. If we don't have tolerance and acceptance for each other, then our model won't work. Because again, humans should be put first. If not, our model won't work. And finally, let me make it very clear that on one hand, the abstract component acts as a root, as a context, as an authentic and accurate system. It gives us a hope of boundless possibilities. It makes the impossible possible. It puts us on the right way. It let us evolve because there are innovations, creations, discoveries, and alternatives to evolve our beautiful world peacefully, both for the human being and for the rest of the concrete world along with its tools. On the other hand, the concrete component acts as a content, as an outcome. See, trunk, branches, leaves, flowers, fruit, all of them are different from each other, but they are together. They give support and strength to each other. They are growing and evolving together, peacefully in harmony. And that is the reason we also have its effectiveness in the forms of greenery, oxygen, nice smell, tasty fruit, and shadow, etc. The more harmonious we are, the more fruitful we will be for self and others. An accurate system with effective actions should practice for all human values and their togetherness, harmony, and their acceptance. In short, or in simple words, I would say abstract component is creativity and concrete component is usability. And what would be the bottom line? Create and use together to evolve together happily and successfully. Maybe these things will become codes. Now, I think we have a little bit understanding of the nature of a layer. External layers of defense are many in types, kinds, and forms. Here, we will discuss only some of them so that we could use them against pandemic as an emergency. The first one, external defense layer, is personal layer. It is both inward and outward. It is also a junction or a bridge between external and internal layers. That's why the soul is very, very vital. And then we have home and social defense layers, then medical defense layers, and finally physical, geographical, and air defense layers. We have discussed earlier in our video about the components of a layer and then the elements of the components. But we most of the time disturb or dysfunctionalize or paralyze these elements or components or any defense layer. We do that. Either we are common people or professional and responsible people. I mean, people from governments or political parties or other areas of expertise. How we do it, we will create another separate video on this. Please keep connected. These were little efforts towards understanding the nature of layers. Now we would be able to have some sort of understanding of how we may stop the spread of pandemic, which may help us in flattening the curve of pandemic. First of all, let's go directly to medical defense layer.